What's going on, Jabroner Nation? It's your boy Jabroni Crayon here, and in this week's video we're actually going to shake things up on the Jabroni channel, and I'm going to explain to you guys why you should try WoW Shadowlands in 2020. Alright, so first things first, we gotta talk about the new player experience. In Shadowlands, not only did they squish all the levels down to level 60 for max when Shadowlands launches, currently it's 50 during pre-patch, which the pre-patch just came out last week. If you're not sure what pre-patch is, it's a really simple way to explain that we're getting into a new expansion very soon. But anyways, the new player experience has since been squished, and there's an all-new zone for people starting out called Exile's Reach. Exile's Reach is where you go for levels 1 to 10 in the game, and it's a place to kind of explain the game's mechanics to new players in a really streamlined and really high definition, high quality experience. I tested it out with a bunch of my buddies on stream. It's an absolute blast. Exile's Reach is awesome. Level squishes down, and the overall pacing to level 50 right now, eventually level 60, is really nice. It is not a drag, it is not a grind. You can hit max level in WoW now in probably under 12 hours, which is pretty crazy historically speaking. Point number 2, we gotta talk about class changes and the unpruning. For experienced players, you probably already know this, but in recent years and WoW expansions, abilities have been sort of stripped away from classes, and classes have really, for the most part, lost their identity and felt kind of lackluster. Well, all of that's been thrown in the trash bin, and in Shadowlands pre-patch right now, many abilities that were once taken away from classes are all back, and classes feel more fluid than ever before. Not to mention GCD changes and things that allow gameplay and combat to feel a lot more fast-paced and fluid. Overall, the class changes are making Shadowlands out to be one of the best and most exciting expansions just from a gameplay perspective. Alright, so number 3, PvP is no longer scaled. Yeah, that's right. So along with class pruning, PvP had a system employed in it where players were scaled against one another. Your gear got capped at a certain place when you entered a battleground or an arena, and the amount of time you put in outside of it didn't matter. Everybody was sort of on an even playing field, which in theory sounds like a good idea. In actuality, PvP scaling sucked, and it made people who were hardcore and grinded in the game feel like they weren't rewarded for their time. And it made new players feel like they didn't have to do anything to get any better at the game. And so, with the removal of PvP scaling, we see combat just getting a lot more interesting, gear mattering, and the return of PvP vendors so you have something to pursue in between games and get active rewards. The changes to PvP have made Shadowlands out to be possibly one of the best expansions for PvP we've seen since Mists of Pandaria. It has been a very fucking long time since we've had good PvP in World of Warcraft, and believe me, judging by this clip, it is absolutely true. Scaling is out of the game.
Yeah, it's a battle. It's stable, me and this rogue. This rogue is fucking good, though. He's not that cute.
I'm here.
Alright, it's a battle. I ain't gonna lie to you, homie.
No, I'm fucking eating this paladin, bro. He's dead.
Oh, and the DK died. Boom! I just canceled Trank. Let's go! We literally are like 2v5ing right now. Oh my god, it's not even close.
New zones and capital city Ouroboros also come in with point number 4. Shadowlands is coming with it a swath of new locations for players to sort of experiment with and explore. The questing looks like it's going to be awesome, as to be expected. Actually, questing in Legion and BFA was good, and I think questing in here is not only going to be, it's going to be like a linear kind of sandbox hybrid where the first time around you go through the zones in a certain order, but after that on any alts, you could do it in any order you like. This way you get a really good story out of it, but not only that, you don't have to feel bogged down and put into a repetitive cycle whenever you're leveling an alt. You can actually just go and level how you want after the first time around, which makes it a great idea for replay value. Along with all of that, we're seeing Torghast, Tower of the Damned, in point number 5, which is a roguelike, infinitely scaling dungeon that you can go solo or with friends, and in doing so, you complete challenges weekly to gear up your legendaries and to craft legendaries. The legendary system is something we saw in BFA, and it is returning in Shadowlands, where essentially you can wear a couple pieces of gear specific to your class that sort of amp your class up like crazy. These are similar to exotics from Destiny and are very strong items that are going to be very sought after by players throughout the course of the expansion. You're going to want to get all of them, but obviously some are going to be better than others. And it's just something really exciting to strive for gear-wise, and it gives you incentive to go and to check out Torghast Tower. Final point, we have the Covenant system coming in with point number 6. Covenant systems, along with Soul Conduits, are new things that we're seeing introduced into the game that are systems players will have to decide at max level in which they want to partake in. There's 4 different covenants a player can join. There's Maldraxxus, the Necrolords. These each represent the different zones within the Shadowlands. There's the Venthyr, which is the vampire motherfuckers. I'm not sure where they're from. There's the Kirin, which come from some holy place. They're kind of like the good guys of the Shadowlands. And then there's the Ardenweald, which is sort of like the Night Fae, or these these furries. But anyways, picking your covenant gives you abilities specific to your class pertaining to each covenant. So there are tons of new abilities to try out with each class and each covenant. It's going to be absolutely absurd. Not to mention that we also have the Soul Conduit system, which has been iterated upon many times and is at this point looking pretty freaking good thanks to the delay that they have. Shadowlands is set to release at an unknown time. It's been delayed, but it looks like it's going to be early December, late November. That's what most people theorize and predict. That is going to be this week's video, guys. You should check out Shadowlands if you're even remotely interested in RPG games or MMOs. It is an absolutely phenomenal game right now. The changes that have come to pre-patch make it absolutely worth your trying. It's completely free to play all the way up until level 20. Check it out, boys. Peace, Jabroner Nation.
We are literally breaking the game. 5 games.
He's up there. He doesn't even know that I can still hit him. Look at him run around. He's so scared.
Death grip is so fire.
Okay, the next time my cooldowns are up, I'm gonna use every single thing at my disposal at once. And I'm gonna take a shot. Okay? Joe, I'm gonna tell you to death grip.
The shot heard around the world.
I swear to God, it's gonna be. I have to press like 6 buttons.
Oh, they're all up.
Just pick one. Okay.
The healer, good choice.
I'm shooting the warlock right now. Oh God, I hit for 10k.
Oh my god, I just shattered the fucking bubble.
Oh my God, I didn't even use the double. Holy shit, that means it would have hit for 20k. I can hit for 20k.
Oh, look at our damage right now in a fucking war zone.